What's going on, guys? I consider myself a jack of all trades, but my name's Jeff, so welcome back to Jeff of All Trades. Today, as you can see behind me, we're going to be going over the Mantis training system. Now, in the last video that I did, I showed a few easy ways of how you can train, how you can save some ammo, the best ways to kind of control your trigger finger, and some tricks that I like to use and some products that I like to use. One of the products that I use towards the end of the video is the MantisX. Now, I kind of glossed over it in that video. I wanted to do a dedicated video on just what the Mantis is and the two more popular options that they have, who they can be used for, what they can be used for, and how to use them. So this might be a little bit of a longer video, but I wanted to do some training today, so I figured I'd bring you along with me. The Mantis Laser Academy is something completely different on its own, but it is a phenomenal product. So I want to get into the unboxing of the Mantis Laser Academy, go over a little bit more of the X3 with you guys, and then we'll go from there. Let's get right into it. All right, so now that that's done, we get to go through all the shots that we had. So you can see all the shots there: 94, 86 wasn't very good, 88, 95, another 88, and then 96 at the bottom there. So if we go into that first setting where it says great shooting, it gives me my total score, how many shots I went through, and then it shows me on that graph what I was doing wrong. So in this scenario, it looks like I was pushing the grip. When you push the grip on your shot, obviously the muzzle is going to rise, and it also looks like I was pushing a little bit to the left, which means I didn't have enough trigger finger on it. Instead of pulling straight back, I was actually pushing it to the left. So those are some things that I get to work on now. Now, if we go to the next setting here, it's going to show me my graph. It shows me the average that I have. So it's going up and down around 90, which is why my average is just around 91. Obviously, like we talked about before, it has the trigger press and movement, and then the hold movement. So the hold, as we discussed, is the barrel itself tracing, and then the yellow is the trigger movement itself and what you were doing with that trigger movement. So if we go to the next one, which is my favorite screen, you can click on any one of these and it'll show you exactly what your muzzle is doing, the trigger pull itself, and then the X of where you shot. So you can go to your best shot and see what you did right. You can go to your worst shot and see what you did wrong. So if we go through some of these here, you can see the 80s, not so good. You can go through number 9, shot score of 80.7. So as you can see, the blue all over the place, the trigger pull itself, I pushed it way down and left. So that was bad on my part. But the rest of them look like they're doing okay. So I can take this, go into my next set of training, keep a mental note of this, and then improve as I continue to shoot. So if we go into the training area, like I spoke about before, there's quite a bit of training that you can do on this. Open training, which is just your regular shooting. So you can shoot, you can do whatever you want to do, just dry fire, and it'll give you those graphs that we just went through with those 10 shots. You can shoot as many as you want. Shoot 5, shoot 100, but it gives you a good idea of where you're at, especially when you dig into it a little bit deeper and go into those graphs. It has your shot timer, which is exactly what you think it is. If you've heard shot timers before, it gives a buzzer, and then you pull the trigger. Shoot, no shoot is also a really cool one that I like. It'll have a color on a screen. You look at it with your peripherals, or you can put the phone closer in front of you, and when that changes colors and it gives you the color that you're looking for, that's when you shoot. So that really gives you a lot of trigger discipline to pay attention to your surroundings and only shoot when the app tells you to shoot. And then, of course, it has all of the marksman courses that you can do. The basic, the advanced, which you can only do once you complete the basics, and then the elite after that. So there's a lot of different things you can do with this. I love that you can do it all within the comfort of your own home. I love that you can do it with live rounds. You can do it and save ammo. So it's really, really neat, especially with the way everything's going nowadays with the prices. And, you know, even if you reload your own ammo, it's not that beneficial to go out and continue wasting ammo if you want to continue to train. I think training is extremely important. And if you can't shoot your gun, why do you even have it? So this is something that you can buy. It's good forever. I've had mine for a few years now, and I've used it quite frequently. It's only $100 for the Mantis X2. Now again, the Mantis X2 is not able to fire live rounds, and I do think that this is important to be able to shoot live rounds, but if you want it just for training, that would be okay for you. The Mantis X3 is about $200. If you take that into consideration with how much 9mm ammo is, at least where I'm at, that's a few boxes of ammo. And once you blow through those, you got to spend more money on ammo. You buy this one time, you keep it charged, you can use it whenever you want to, and it's going to pay for itself in just a few training sessions. So I really, really like this thing. I'm trying to keep this as short as possible, but I can't talk enough about this. Let's go ahead and wrap this up, and let's get into the other box that I have in the gun room and go over the different trainings that you can do with that as well. All right, so that was all for the Mantis X3. There's still a lot more that you can do with this thing, but you got the gist of it. This thing is absolutely fantastic. This is the box for it. Comes with the sensor, a case, the cable for charging it, and then some information on the back. So the X3, I love it. Great product, but the Laser Academy is something completely different. But now let's get into the Mantis Laser Academy training kit. So let's go ahead and open up this box. Now I have opened this and used it before, so this isn't exactly how it comes, but it's pretty close. It comes with the Mantis kit. We'll go through everything here. This is the steel target stands. Comes with shades, which we'll get into as well. It comes with a stand. Now this stand is for your phone, which is really nice. It's just a telescoping stand, so you can attach your phone to this, because you will need your phone to be able to read the laser. Now, the Mantis training kit is actually a laser, and the Mantis X3 is not required for this. It's a completely different system. So it comes with a phone stand on here. The box itself comes with some clay for sticking targets onto the wall and such, if you're not going to use the target stands. And then the targets themselves, which we're going to get into too. So let's get the box out of the way, and let's go into what is inside of this box. So if we open this up, you'll see inside we have everything you need to get started. So it has another phone stand. If you were to, for example, put up a target on the table here, you can use this stand to read the target, which again we will get into. The holder for your phone comes with the laser right here, and then a rod to get the laser out of your barrel, which may seem pretty silly that they're giving you a wooden dowel for this, but I have bought other laser bullets in the past to use just for training, as you've seen in my other video. And one of the hardest things is actually getting it out of the barrel. I typically have to use a cleaning rod to run through there. So the fact that they put a wooden dowel in here so you're not going to damage your barrel, and something you can use to get the laser out of your gun, I think that's a great addition. So here's that laser. You can also get lasers for the 380, 45, 223 or 556, and then a 40 or 10 millimeter. So you can get lasers that work with this system for any caliber that you have. If we go into the top here, you'll have some literature, and then of course some mini targets as well. So here's just some literature, some stuff that they have, a bunch of great products, and then the smaller targets themselves. So with all that out of the way, let's go ahead and show you how to set this up what everything is and what it's used for, and then how you can use this to become a better shooter. So the first thing that you want to do, obviously make sure your gun is clear, no magazine, nothing in the chamber. So we're good to go on that. Lock your slide open. Barrel's empty. Take this laser, drop it into the barrel. Obviously with the rubber part, that button for your firing pin toward the back. Put your slide forward, and now when you pull the trigger, you'll see a laser. Re-rack it, you'll see a laser. So now this is all set up. Go ahead and put that to the side. And then we will go over the shades once we get everything set up, and the target stands. So these are just regular stands. Metal rings that'll hold your target, and then it comes with the base. It comes with multiple, so you can actually have multiple targets set up at once to shoot at, so you can transition between 2 or 3 different targets. So it's very simple. Take one of these, slide it in your stand, and that will hold up your target. It works with the smaller ones or the bigger ones, depending on the environment that you're shooting in. As I said, if I was going to set up on the table over here, I can use the stands and set them up against the wall using this. Or if I was to shoot on my wall, you can use some of the sticky tack and hang them up on the wall. These are the smaller ones, as I said, and then these are the larger ones. So let's go into how to set this up and how to use it.
All right, so now we're going to be getting into the Mantis Laser Academy. Now, this is different than the Mantis X3, where it uses a laser and your cell phone, and it helps you become a better shooter. So with the Mantis X3, when you shoot, it's pretty much just judging your trigger pull and your hand movement. But as I discussed with the X3, it doesn't really matter where you're aiming at. You could be aiming at a hole in the wall, light switch cover, a screw, whatever you want to aim at, and it's going to detect when you're steady aiming at that target, the trigger pull and whatnot. It has its place, and it's really good for that type of an application. But if you really want to improve your shooting as a whole, while you're sitting inside and you have the space to do it, I'm just doing mine in the middle of my basement. This is not a very large space. I have about 4 yards, which is perfect, from the wall to my fireplace behind me, where I'm going to be shooting. So all you need for this is about 4 yards. When you get into the more intense trainings, you can do longer distances down a hallway, in your kitchen, your bedroom, wherever you have a longer access, you'll be able to do those trainings as well. But just to use the course as is, all you need is about 4 to maybe 7 yards. So what this is meant to do is to train you to become a better shooter. So what I have pulled up now is the Mantis Academy app. You can see all the different drills that you can do. Open shooting, which is just shooting at the target, and it gives you a point system. Something you can play with friends. It's got little fun things in there like play Joy to the World or Jingle Bells. It has a bullseye 5-shot where it gives you 5 shots. You aim at the bullseye target, and it judges your score and your time, which is really nice. It has holster draws, hostage situations, single shot from guard and low ready. So it has a bunch of different things that you can do on your own, and you can play around and go back and forth between these drills that you pick, or you can go through the courses option. Now this is included in it. If you go to the drills, the ones that say pro, you can pay a little bit extra for it, or you can pay for the full subscription and actually unlock all of the pro options, which has a lot more options for you, a lot more drills that you can do. But the courses themselves are included with the original purchase of the app. So you can do these courses and become a trainer just by purchasing this set. If you want to do all the other fun stuff and different drills and stuff, you will have to pay a little bit more after you purchase the kit, but everything else is included. So we're going to go to the Pistol Marksman course, and it says it's designed to help you develop pistol marksmanship. These targets are required. So those targets all came with the set. So you'll see here, these are all the different targets that come with it, and they're all for different applications. They're all for different drills, different shootings, different shapes. There's this one here, which is the start and stop. So you'll see once we get into the app a little bit more, you have to start your round and then you can clear your shots, stop your round if it's timed round, stuff like that. Instead of clicking on the phone, you can actually just shoot this page, which I think is really, really cool. So it's got stuff like that. They kind of really thought of everything. There's some duplicates in there. There's some hostage ones, right? So it's got a little bit of everything for everyone. So what we're gonna do is find the targets that it's asking us to find. I was talking about distance before where I was standing at 4 yards and that's all I could do in my basement in this setup that I have here. They also come with these smaller targets, which are the same exact ones that I just showed you, the big targets, and they are for smaller distances. So obviously the smaller the target gives the appearance that you're farther away. So if you can only stand 2 yards away from your target, if you are living in an apartment, you have a smaller area where it's safe for you to be handling a gun, then you can definitely use these smaller ones at half the distance that it's telling you to stand at, and you can get the same drills done at a smaller distance. So I really think that was well thought out by Mantis. So back to this, let's go ahead and hit start course. All right, and it's saying from 4 yards, which is where we're standing, achieve a score of 35 or higher. It says the type of target which is required, which I will grab. It's the BT5S. 4 yards, 5 shots, score of 35. So what I'm gonna do is just put this up here, and you wanna put this, you wanna have your phone aiming on the wall where your targets are going to be. So I'm gonna go ahead and hang up this one target really quick. All right, so we have the BT5S there. Let's go ahead and hang this up on the wall. And I'm also gonna hang up that start stop so I don't have to keep walking up to the phone every time I want to start my drill. So now that that's set up, I'm gonna go ahead and hit continue, and we'll see if it can recognize the targets. All right, so as it stands now, it can recognize the targets. I am gonna turn it a little bit to the right here. And it looks like everything's good to go. So what this app is doing, and what's proprietary about this, is it's reading those QR codes on all 4 corners, and it's reading what the target should be. When you fire the round with the laser, it will show the laser hitting that point, it'll register your shot, your points, and then it'll give you a score at the end of it. So we're gonna be doing 5 shots. The goal is to get a 35 or higher. So I'm gonna step back to the fireplace. I already have my gun. Everything is emptied on it, and I do already have the laser, if you can see that, put in place into the barrel. So when I pull the trigger, the laser will go off and it'll start recording my shots. So let's go ahead and hit start, and we'll see how we do. All right, so it's done. It says challenge completed. It gives me my score, which is a 50 out of 35. Minimum required was 35, so that's pretty good. We'll go ahead and hit next. All right, so now it's giving me a new challenge. One-handed, using your primary hand only, from the same distance, achieve a score of 35 or higher. So I'm not gonna go through this whole thing with you. We'll do a few more challenges, and I'll just go through a little bit of the shooting. This is what is so exciting about using this training program, is it's like you have a personal trainer in your home who's going to show you exactly what you're doing wrong, give you different drills to do, and it's going to help you continue to get better. So let's go ahead and do this one with primary hand, and then we'll move on to a different drill. All right, so we got that complete. 50 out of 35 for one-handed. Let's go ahead and see the results. So if you view the results, it's going to show you each shot. It's going to show you the score you got and the time of which it took you to get that shot. It's also going to show you on the map exactly where you shot on the target. So this kit is more for training your aim and your trigger control, so it's everything all in one. If you go back to the other options that you have, go ahead and hit back. Go back. All right, so if we go back to the drills that we have here, bullseye 5-shot. Let's see here. All right, so this one here, it's gonna do I just clicked a random one, type 1 malfunction. So what this is gonna do is train you how to have a malfunction with your weapon, what to do to change it, and to see how quickly you can get back on target. So this is just one of the other options that are available to be able to hone your skills and be ready in any situation that is handed to you. So simulating empty chamber or bad round. First shot will be a click instead of a gunshot, indicating a failure to fire a malfunction. So first time I shoot this, it's gonna tell me no, not a good shot. At that point, gonna tap the magazine from the bottom, tilt 90 degrees with the injection face down, pull back on the slide, simulating the ejection. So you wanna go through all of these steps. If we go ahead and continue, we'll play this drill for you and let's go from there. All right, so we got the type 1 malfunction set up. Let's go ahead and take a shot at this and let's see what it makes us do and how quick we can get back on target. Shoot one. All right, jam, magazine out, lock slide, 90 degrees, magazine in. All right, reset. Do another one. Malfunction, magazine out, slide back, 90 degrees, magazine. All right, let's do a little quicker this time. Magazine, slide. That was better. Ooh, bad shot. All right, let's hit stop. All right, so with a type of drill like this, it's really cool to see your timestamps and how you improved. So on that first one, I was kind of walking through the whole thing, trying to explain it for the camera. And then I got to the point where I was improving. It's telling me my shots once I was back on target. Obviously, you see that 5th shot, I was way off, but my time was pretty decent, right? 3.69. So it's giving you a lot of feedback on what you're doing, and this happens with every single drill, multiple different ways that you can see how you're improving. And if you were to continue the route we were on before, with the pistol marksmanship course, that's going to walk you through so much more and train you in so many scenarios on what to do, how to do it, and how to actually improve. So what I'm going to do is be using this program for a week. I'm going to do it every single day. I'm going to complete the courses that are available, do some drills every single day, save some ammo instead of going to the range, and keep myself feeling warm while staying inside. And I'm going to see if I improve at all. So I'm going to do these. I'm going to do them the right way. I'm going to go through all the courses, and I'm going to check back in with you guys in a week and give you a little bit of an update on how I've been doing and how I've progressed. So stay tuned for that. Guys, thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you really enjoyed it. We have amazing products here from Mantis, being the Mantis Training Academy, and don't forget about that MantisX 3. Both are very different, but both will help make you incredible shooters in a very short amount of time. I've seen it done with my dad, and now I'm doing it myself with the Laser Academy, which is new to me, but I'm absolutely loving it. Get your hands on one of these. Make sure you use that link down below. I appreciate you guys watching, and as always, be safe. I'll see you in the next one.